Okay, so I finally got the bathroom vanity finished, and in this video I'm going to show you how I finished up building these doors and drawers and the final touches. So stay tuned, it's coming up right now. Well, I'm going to make my doors very similar to the side panels on the cabinet. So they're 2-inch stiles and rails. And I just put one pocket screw in each one for each joint. There's a lot of glue area there, and then I'm going to also router in that 1/2-inch MDO plywood panel. So that'll make it plenty strong. So this will just be a quick, easy way to do this without a lot of fancy joinery. I built this jig out of plywood to help speed up the process. Keeps it nice and square, nice and flat. I can use my Craig clamp. Like so. Not sure if you can see that. Yep, okay. So get it in there nice and square. Clamp it down. And there's one corner done. Slide it down the other side. All ready to go. When I'm all done, I'll plug these holes because they're going to be painted anyways, so you won't even notice. Nice, quick, easy way to make door frames. So we're going to just glue this 1/2-inch MDO panel, tack it down with a few brads. Glue these plugs in. And once those dry, we'll just sand everything down and we'll have a very strong, easily made flat panel door. So to really give the back of the doors a nice, clean, smooth, finished look, I just fill this little gap here with some spackle. Once it dries, I'll sand that down again, and then these doors will be ready for paint. So here's an easy way to make a drawer that's really strong. I have my 1/2-inch pre-finished plywood for the sides, the back, and the bottom. The front is 3/4 plywood, and I would use pre-finished, but I had a bunch of this unfinished stuff, so when I'm done I'll just put a couple coats of water-based poly on that. So really it's just a matter of gluing this up and nailing it together. Now this joint here in the front is where all the stress is going to be when you're pulling. You actually, with your screw for your knob, it pulls on the inside of this. I'm going to have a false front on this, but it's actually pulling from the inside of this 3/4 plywood. So I'm going to do a little bit extra to this joint here after I get this box glued up and nailed. You can see that This is the bottom of the door because that's raveted all the way around so that the bottom sits inside actually. So it sits flush. Now we know that box is nice and square because that bottom board was square. Alright, now we gotta squeeze it out. Okay, there. So the nice thing about using this pre-finished plywood is this whole inside is already done. The only thing, because I didn't use pre-finish for this 3/4 on the front, I'm going to have to put some there. I'll sand these top edges and put a couple coats of water-based polyurethane on those. But I said I was going to strengthen this joint here. This is the most critical joint. This is where drawers fall apart. So what I'm going to do is actually drill probably 3 holes and put a dowel in there. That'll help strengthen that joint tremendously. The reason why I make this front piece is 3/4 is so that I can drill a 1/4 inch hole through the side into that piece and insert a chunk of dowel rod. And that'll strengthen this by quite a bit. I would love to pre-cut these so I didn't have to cut them by hand, but with just being only that long, I don't see a safe way to do it on a power saw of any sort. I do make a jig that helps with installing these drawer glides, and I have one, but I just can't seem to find it. So, and I'm just making sure that I got the same spacing here and the same height, or use a level on this to make sure it's nice and level. Hey, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. It really helps to get this video pushed out to other viewers. And if you want to see some more videos on woodworking, they'll be up here in this card. And then a video that YouTube thinks that you want to watch will be down here in this card. See you in the next one.